Yo, what up? And welcome to the Tailgate, an extension to a regular podcast where we get you hyped and ready for the game. I am your host, Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart, Instigating George, and the man with some facts, Masa. This is the Tailgate. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you? Damn, busy as fuck, huh? Somebody's phone is going off. Oh, yeah?
What up?
Oh, yeah.
You're the only one here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're the only one here.
It sounds that way.
No, that's my shit don't charge. That's why that shit is acting stupid.
That's your phone?
Someone want to donate to the GoFund so I could get a new phone.
No, we gotta get a camera for Angel first, and then that.
Yeah, dog, wait in line.
Yeah,
No, I'll happily hold up
The camera's fine right now.
my camera.
Right now?
My phone
It's
camera.
been like the last 2 episodes.
Have you been here?
About that.
All right. Well, the reason we're here is for the Tailgate. A short and quick preview to the game. And this week we're playing Red Bulls away, which the two of you guys are going to be out there. Are you guys ready for that trip?
I'm mentally already out there.
Yeah. Checked out of work and everything, huh?
Yeah.
You work today?
Yeah.
Okay. But that was it then, huh?
Yeah.
You're done. Dope. Well, let's get into it. We play the Red Bulls, who got a win last week against Cincinnati, but not convincing by no means. And to be straight up, if Cincinnati could finish, they probably would have scored 3 goals on them. Right? They had three shots hit off the post. And
Like you in FIFA yesterday?
like me and FIFA yesterday.
shit.
Like me and FIFA yesterday, for sure. Twitch.tv/IamSmarts.
Hey, that's not the place for this.
Oh, my bad.
Hey,
Okay.
yo.
You brought it up. You guys brought it up. What you want me to do?
I brought it up.
No, but we got the Red Bulls who like again. I said I think they could have lost the game last week. Who hadn't won a game in 5 games before that, losing to the likes of Orlando City, Chicago Fire, Minnesota, and the Revs, and getting a draw against Kansas City. All teams who are not doing that great, in the start of the season. They got a win last week against Cincinnati. Definitely unconvincing. What do you guys think? What are we thinking about this?
I think it's going to be a complete dominance from the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see this game being close.
I've seen some of their games,
Mm-hmm.
and not the Red Bulls that we've seen in the past. The old Red Bulls, they were fun to watch, and you can expect them to score goals. I don't see it right now. I don't see anything from them to be like, damn, I'm shook. Like how I feel about the Red Bulls right now is probably the way that teams felt about the Galaxy last year.
Oh, fuck.
The name is there, and the Red Bulls haven't won any MLS Cups, but throughout the years they've made it to a few MLS Cup finals.
Supporter Shields,
Supporter Shields.
Oh yeah, Supporter Shield.
So they've been in contentions. Like they usually make it pretty deep for Champions League. So it's at minimum a team that's going to give you a hard time, right? And usually, especially at home, they seem to always find ways to win. And even then, they usually look like the better team at home. The games that I've watched from the Red Bulls it's not even miles, man. It's more like planets away of what these guys used to be, the last few years. I mean, they don't look anything like what they've been. You know what? They're they're like a finger snap away.
Okay. I see you.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the point is, they haven't looked good. I mean, I wish I could tell you, it's fluky. They've started off bad, but no, for the most part, they've had their actual squad. They've had their actual squad.
They haven't had
bullshit with Kaku.
Well, he hasn't been playing, right? He hasn't
played the last 2 games.
2 games, yeah.
Suspended.
But even then, he's been playing. Bradley Wright Phillips, he's been benched a few games because he's
trash right now.
He's been trashing on top. And this is the thing around it. Chris Armas has changed things up. He's tried multiple multiple formations. He's tried different lineups, and the Red Bulls still can't figure shit out. Personally, just the personnel is not there anymore. They're not good. They're subpar.
Yeah. So let's talk a little more in depth. They still do the high press. Maybe not 100% of the time like they used to, but they still press high and the press with numbers. Not really concerned with it in the midfield. But the times we have seen, or the one thing we always talk about Steres is under pressure, he can lose his shit sometimes. Mm-hmm. I think that's a player I want to keep my eye on to see if he gets on the ball and he gets pressured. How well does he handle that?
You mean playing out the back?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Also Bingham.
Yeah. Right.
Also Bingham. Yeah, because we've in the past we've knocked him on his distribution. I think lately we haven't really been able to notice it, or even that's even been a factor.
He hasn't been put in situations.
High. Yeah. So we'll see.
But go for it.
Well, are we getting into what we expect to see out of this game already?
Yeah.
Okay.
From them guys.
You talk about the high press. Sure, I think they'll attempt it, but I think that in this specific game, the way that I'm anticipating our team coming out, the way that our midfield dominates the ball, and with Chris Pontius starting on that right wing, assuming he does, right?
Okay.
Well, again, it goes into what I want to say. They have play a different style than they would with Emma, because you mentioned this during our podcast this past Monday, that he has more composure with the ball. He's smarter when he's going to be attacking, and he's definitely more into a well-rounded, winger, right? And with someone like that can also pass, that can make moves. Plus, our trio in the middle and Antuna, he's not incompetent with the ball at his feet. I see more like headless chicken running around than high pressing, really, in my opinion. What I expect out of this game.
Yeah, so I think one of my notes, one of the things that I thought about was because of the high press, I think there will be some space opening up, right? And if we get our very, very good midfield a little bit of space to find those spaces that are open, I think that's a key for us to get a result away. Just because if you're pressing with 2-3 players at a time, there's gonna be room opening elsewhere, right? So I think that I slipped because we usually do lineups first and then we're going to talk. But I actually think this might be a game for Emma and Antuna because of that, because of the spaces that might be opening up.
Not the midfield, as far as the center midfield and the Jen and Corona.
So here's my thing. I think if we start play off of on the right side or left side, whatever side you pick out, the Rebels are going to drift that side.
Yeah.
Right? So you could ping a ball 30 yards to the right side or the left side, depending on where they're pressing from. And I can see that happening.
Are you talking about making like long ball switches, though?
Yeah.
If needed?
Yeah.
I personally don't know if Emma can control a ball that's being sent from far away.
Well, in front of him.
Over his little head.
No, you got to put it in front of him, right? You put it in space. And in his space, we know that.
If you put it in space,
the one thing they could do is like you put it in space, he could run and meet the ball, right? Antuna, on the other hand, I think he can control a ball a little better if you ping him from 40 yards out. But if you put it in space, I think Antuna could get you there, could get you that and alleviate the pressure. So I don't know. I like what Pontius did, but versus this team, and because they still press high, I think having speedy wingers might be a key, and maybe it's a key in the second half if Pontius started, right? So actually, you know what? Let me take a step back and let's talk lineups before we move any further. Both George and Massa sent in their lineups, and you just have identical lineups.
He started following me already. He's been wrong the last 3 weeks. He needs to start listening to me.
So on screen we have this is Massa's lineup, but again they're both the same lineup. Bingham in the back, I don't think that's a question. Polenta and Steres, again I don't think it's a question. I think Giancarlo is still sitting the bench for a time being. Rolf and Shelvig, left back, right back. So we're all thinking that Shelvig is back this game, right? It was just a one time thing for Didi.
I think so.
Angel, you agree with this?
No.
You think Didi's over Shelvig right now?
Well, if what you guys were talking about, last episode, right? If you want to see more of Didi to, I guess, make a legitimate comparison with Shelvick and no consistency, because Shelvick has been consistent, then you have to give Didi another start here. If you're actually if I'm GBS, if I'm actually trying to compare him to Shelvick, I'm starting Didi because it's not fair to assess it off of one game.
Okay, so at this point, you're pretty much saying that last game switch wasn't rotation. It was more trying out Didi, see what he could bring to us, and you're gonna continue at this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm on board with Massa and George, where I think it was more a rotation thing. He was getting burned a little bit, and there might be fatigue, so you get him rest. So I would agree with Massa and George, where I think Shelvick comes back in.
I'm good with that, by the way. If Shelvick comes back in, I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever.
I'm good with both, actually. You know what I mean? If Didi comes in, keep testing him out, see how good he does, right? I have no problem with that either. But my instinct says Shelvick comes back in. In the midfield, we have Jonah, Corona, and Seva, which I don't think is changing if these guys are healthy and available.
Ever.
You know what I mean? You don't move those three pieces at all. Both George and Massa believe it's going to be Antuna and Panias in the wings. Now, here's the only one. The only one I really would change up is I'll go back with Emma.
To start?
Yeah, to start.
I don't know. I think we've done in the past, and we've seen a lot of Emmerich coming off the bench. We've seen him a lot of starting, and I think he just makes more of an impact when he's coming off the bench.
I agree. I agree. I think he's a better bench player. But again, I think the game plan, based on how Rebel plays and how we've been playing second halves, I think we can see some counterattacks getting created with space out in the wings.
Personally, I think that that GBS sees New York. He probably wants to go in there and put the best lineup early and get numbers up quick and then pull people.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, right? Hopefully, again, we have to see. So let me finish the lineup, and then of course our top is Zlatan. Now let's get back into talking about the game. Have we played any team that really presses high?
Yeah.
Who we play?
We just played. What's their face that pressed high? Houston, no?
Okay. I don't know.
Really, I think you're giving
Rebel too much credit.
I think you're giving Rebel too much credit for the high press. Honestly, the games that I've seen from them, I see them possessing the ball more than actually high pressing.
Okay, maybe so, right? Because what I did was I went and watched the condensed match, right? And I'm seeing like the stats from who scored on that match. They didn't, and they kind of go with what I saw from the condensed. They didn't have much of possession. They lost in possession, not by a lot, but they lost in possession. And I saw high press. I saw multiple times, actually almost every single time that they didn't have the ball, I've seen 2 or 3 people approaching the player with the ball, right? And again, maybe it's the way the highlights were cut or the condensed match was cut, but that was something that was apparent. Now, I'm not saying they're good at it, and I think if they go with that game plan, because who we have in the midfield, I think that's going to be a losing game plan for them, because they're going to leave a lot of open spaces exposed, and if that happens, I think we have the quality to finish the game.
Yeah, we're going to exploit them early, and I think it's going to be done quick.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hoping for. Honestly, I think that's what I'm hoping for. And so we move on to how do we win the game? I think that's how we win the game, by exploiting the open spaces that gets created because of their high press.
Would that be more of a counter?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a counter, and not necessarily that we're sitting back, just the fact that how they approach, defending from the front.
Listen, if we want to conserve legs, if we want to do it, I think this is a team that we could counter with. I think this is a team that we could counter against, because if they don't have that much quality and we're going to let them come to us and they're going to open up the spaces, I think we have the players to keep composure and then to go out playing quick.
Here's a question. Do you have any concerns on Benny and Leggett under pressure?
Zero. Legit? No.
I don't.
No.
It's a question. I'm trying to get thoughts. Yeah, same. You know what I mean? I think, like Massa said it, I think last episode before that, we have the best midfielder in the league right now. And I'm comfortable with all these guys. Now, with and go with me. I know, Angel, you think I'm giving them a little too much credit, but go with me for a little bit. With Rebels having high press, do our wingbacks or our left and right back push up as much as they usually do?
Yes. Have to.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to change our game to how another team plays. They're going to have to play our game. And from what I've seen from the Galaxy, most of the game, at least for most of the first half, it's every other team is trying to play our game. So if they high press, I feel like the way we touch the ball and we move the ball from one end to the other, I think we're going to gas them out. And I think our wingbacks need to push up in order for us to do that. So I don't see why we would change our style up.
Interesting. Why I ask, because with them being higher, it gives less of a wide outlet, right? Or at least lateral outlet, because everybody's pretty much in front of you when they push up, right? That's why I brought that into question. Again, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here, and I'm trying to create conversation, because I think I'm in the same boat with you guys. Based on Rebels' track record right now and our track record, it seems like a lopsided game to me.
The only thing I'm really worried about is how we handle the travel. That's it. Cause
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the most part, that's what everyone's saying.
They're leaving tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
right?
they the charter flight, so they're going to have a leg room.
But the charter flight is on the way back.
No, they're doing charter from here all the way to New
back.
York and back from Columbus, not back from
Columbus.
New York.
Oh, okay, they're doing both ways. I thought it was only.
No,
Are they staying in New York?
Yeah, they're staying in New York, practicing, I think, Sunday, right? And then flying out.
Sunday.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah, this might be a real short one, because I don't see much threat from New York, at least not right now. And I don't know how they switch it up from one week to another. Again, it is a Galaxy, so I know you guys saw a tweet too where like that stadium, the arena looks pretty sold out.
Yeah.
Like there's only a few seats left, and
Yeah.
a few seats on the third party market.
LA Galaxy
Yeah.
selling out your stadium since 1996.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna make those stickers and slap them everywhere we go when we're away from home.
Can we make our
Allegedly.
first?
Allegedly.
So yeah, I think
You confused the fuck out of Rudy.
I was gonna say something, but I bit my tongue. So it is the Galaxy coming into town, so I think they will elevate their game a little bit. With that being said, I don't think it's gonna be enough to make this a contest.
They're gonna bite off more than they could chew.
I think we get a revenge for last year.
I think we're
What
gonna get
score last
revenge
year?
against a lot of games.
3-2, we lost at home.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
They scored in like the 86, 7, 8, 9th minute, something like that. It was pretty late.
It was. All right, let's.
I think that was like when the last time Gio scored too, or something like that.
Respect.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Gio.
Rest in peace. Gio.
Nah, he's breaking out.
Rest in peace on the Camaro, because he scored that game too.
Yeah. I think I brushed over it too. Do we have any injuries for this game? I just went right into it today.
Perry Kitchen.
Kevin. But
Kevin Kitchen's back in training today.
Yeah, I saw that. Kevin is back in training.
Let's find out. I don't think so though. I think everyone should be healthy. Well, because technically Araujo's back too, right?
Yeah, Araujo's back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Back.
I think it's other than than we Monsieur mon ami dying. It seems like the rest of our squad's back.
Who?
Lessandrini.
Hmm?
Yeah. Sad as fuck because of that one. But Zlatan practiced inside today. Oh wow. This is what our okay.
Hey, we need to play good teams.
Oh well, man, that better not come bite us in the ass.
Still, there's no episodes
there's a chance, man. I mean, it's any team playing against the Galaxy. Usually, their track record kind of goes out the window, right? It's broken record shit.
Yeah.
Everyone plays better against us. It's just, when you're the big dog, that's how shit is. I mean, come on, we're selling out the stadium.
So if we win on Sunday or Saturday, excuse me.
When
we win on Saturday, we will move up to first place no matter what for the day. So That'd be dope.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Believe.
Since let's go predictions. Nobody got it last week, right? Nobody hit it last week.
Nah, no one got it. The closest one was Masa 2-0.
All right. So let's go predictions. Masa, you go last since you're the closest one, I guess.
All right, Angel, you go first since you
Damn.
got 6-0.
All right. I'm going to say 4-1 Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe going those high numbers until we fucking get it.
Who scores for you, little man?
Say hat-trick in New York or Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
That fucks with that.
Daniel Steres. Go.
Hell yeah. I like you sticking to your guns.
And there go. On go David Beckham.
Hell yeah. Rudy.
I'm going to do 3-0 hat-trick Zlatan.
Fuck you. You took my score. Damn it.
3-0 Zlatan hat-trick.
All right.
He's going to bring out a Roman shirt, a Romain Lasangini shirt.
Nah, chill. He's going to hurt himself. All right. I'll go 2-0. I have Jonah and Leggett.
Cool.
Who's? Oh, yeah. Masa.
Masa?
I go 5-0 Galaxy.
Esa verga, loco.
I got Zlatan Hattie. Chris Pontius scores 1. And I have a feeling Rolf Felcher is going to score 1 away.
Come on, Doug.
Score against Toronto.
Is not only the best defensively, but best scoring offensively defense.
Who?
Oh.
Us?
Yeah, it has to be. We have to be. That's because our defense, and they're getting looks every single game.
Yeah.
Daniel Sayers gets one look at least every game.
Polenta's got one too. And what about the assists? I mean, these guys got to get, that defense.
So we're whooping ass, right? We're whooping ass. Who's
Can I have one more thing though?
Yeah.
Why I feel so confident with them? One, their best players out, right? Kaku is going to be gone no matter what. Even if Bradley Wright Phillips starts or their other youngster starts, whatever his name is, I forget his name is I think is White or some shit like that. White. Yeah, those guys. Even if you put Polenta on them, Polenta's going to boss those guys around all day, every day, and they usually play with one striker. But again. Chris Armas is trying different lineups. He's trying different formations.
He's trying to figure it out.
So, but even then, the players that he has to back up Kaku, and even if he does play Wright Phillips or if he goes with the youngsters, those guys are all subpar right now. Even their back line can't handle Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, especially man him up. Compare him player by player to our team.
Yeah, and all of their midfielders. Like for like compared to our trio right now, I think our trio even if one of those three has a bad game, let's say Joe Benny has a bad game, even with him, let's say we're playing with just two midfielders for some reason, I still think we'll boss that team.
Well, for the most part, we have been when Seba's losing.
Right, but I don't see anything from New York. I mean, I haven't seen anything from them to say the game that they beat Cincy. Sure, I get that 1-0, but they only showed up the first half. The second half, if I recall, that was all Cincy.
Listen, and the goal they scored on Cincy, they won't score that goal on
the big stairs.
Oh, legit or not legit? I'm sorry. Right side, Rolf. They won't score. Like we're compact when we need to be. We defend right. They're not scoring that goal. The goal just defense fell asleep for half a second in front of them. You know what I mean? So I don't see them scoring goals. All the chances they created, they wouldn't even create it against us, right? Because they're too straightforward. And come on, if you're coming straightforward as Steres and Polenta right now, not happening. They gotta. So yeah, I agree with Angel. I don't see how they can harm us based on what I've seen.
I think this is the most confident I've been on any game so far this season, and it's not because we're on a 7-game. Well, 7 out of 8, right? Whatever.
7 unbeaten. 7
right,
unbeaten.
7, well, no, not is it 7 unbeaten?
7 unbeaten. We have one draw.
Undefeated 7.
Yeah, 7
unbeaten. Okay.
7 unbeaten with just one draw in between that. So 6-1.
You mean one loss?
No.
No.
7 undefeated. We only have one draw in those 7 games. The rest are wins.
Well, whatever the record is, right? Any team that we've played from then till now, there's been something about that team that kind of, has me a little shook, right? Like something like I can't find a reason why I can't feel as comfortable, regardless of my crazy ass score lines, right? That's just because eventually it has to happen. But realistically, I don't think we're going to be scoring, 6 against RSL. Whatever I said against Minnesota, I didn't think that was going to happen either. But I legit think that we could come and legitimately smash on New York in New York. I just don't see anything from that team right now at all. And they have their own internal problems also that they have going on, right? So that makes it even worse for them.
No, I agree with you. Look, I'm over here scrapping for things to talk about because I want to fill in, 30 minutes because, I have nothing to say. I think the Galaxy are going to fucking smash. Hey, what is dope? Okay, so we're going to win. Let's talk a little bit about New York. Right, George, you're gonna be filming a little vlog for us, so we're gonna have that next week.
It's gonna be gangster.
Looking real forward to that. MERS, can we talk about MERS for a second?
Is that? Can we, Angel?
Yeah, go for it.
Can we talk about MERS?
Right.
So apparently MERS is gonna come through to the pregame bar.
Hold up! Shout out to us, because of us putting him on the video, his song on the video, he's coming out. Can't confirm it now that's true or not. That's
I was looking.
Dave and Tony
that
too.
same night, he's supposed to be showing up in Philly. Now the good thing is that Philly's only like an hour and a half from where we're at.
It's an early game, right?
Could probably make it. It's an early game. I know. Again, I'm just saying. So that's all.
Listen, the intention is there for him to show up.
We have more of a salty taste if MERS doesn't show up than we do about the New York Red Bulls.
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, man, that should be dope. Angel, where are we at? 200 or something like that going to New York?
Over 200.
Over 200? Jesus Christ, man!
Now, like flying out from LA is around 200. The rest, I do know are a lot of locals that are out there. Because at least that I know, there's like a good 10, LA Galaxy based, New York LA Galaxy based supporters out there. Obviously, one of our good friends, Eder, lives there now, and there's other few guys that I met last year when I was out there that used to live in LA and have moved out there and joined us for the game. So those guys all are supposed to be coming. From my understanding, that's like a group of 10, 15 or so.
That's dope, man.
And Angel, those were the ones that also went to the viewing party, no?
The guys that set up the viewing party for the Chivas game. Yep. Mm-hmm. All those guys are supposed to be showing up.
It should be an amazing time. And if you guys going out there, man, make sure you get linked up with our boys. Safe travels for everybody going out there. Be safe. Get fucked up. Have fun.
Thank you.
Let me borrow your Tims.
You want to borrow my Tims? My Tims and my bucket hat? You good? And your bucket hat? All right.
I'm going to cry when I'm out there. It's going to take me back to the days. Nah, it's going to be sentimental because so if we ever do stories, I that New York Red Bull away from 2003 gets sentimental to me, how broke I was back then, And now you got the things I do for this club.
And now you're on a high rise in Manhattan. That's how you doing it this year?
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm going to get a helicopter straight from Manhattan to
Jersey?
Yeah, to Jersey.
All right, man. Viewing parties. There's a shit ton of viewing parties going on again, which I'm happy about. They got posted up today. We retweeted them, did we?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We retweeted them, so they are in the social. They're also in ACB.
There's 17, I believe.
There you go.
Sheesh.
Get out. It's early, man. It's early. Go have a breakfast beer. I'm planning to have breakfast beer. 11 p.m. is a kickoff, so get there a little earlier. Have a beer.
A.M.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 11 a.m. Sorry. I had breakfast at 11 p.m.
11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, just to be clear.
Yeah.
11 p.m. Layam.
Yeah, they said layam. Like, what does that even... to be clear, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Can we wrap this show up? I'm gonna wrap this fuck on. With that being said, no, I'm fucking yeah, no, that's it, man. For those of you going, be safe. For those not going, get out to a viewing party early in the morning. Get your day going with a beer. Anything else we need to plug before we leave?
Your Twitch
TV/IamSmarts. Catch me.
Nah.
I'm good sometimes, except when George is on.
I still can't believe it's not butter.
All right.
Hashtag not sponsored.
With that being said, it's another episode of The Tailgate. I'm your boy Rudy at IamSmarts on Twitter. IamSmarts on the gram.
Undefeated 7, just like the Galaxy. J Undefeated 7.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I live at F96. Follow me. Love me.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace.
Fuck the Clippers.
Hey, chill.